Okay, now we need to get out of here, quick like. Okay, we need to split up. Ratio. Yes, might be a little bit simpler. Flora, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it, Duck. Let's get moving! Oh, what? Woo! We found a door! Yay! Oh. Well, at least we can see now. That's good. Uh-huh. Grab the hint coins here, because you're not coming back. Ooh, 110. Right. Phew, we made it out. Alive as well. Yes, let's run! Run away from the thugs! But first we're going to look into the journal. Haha, escaping the towering pagoda. Surrounded by Dimitri's henchmen, we split into two groups and somehow managed to escape. The desire to bring back Claire must be eating away at Dimitri, and I fully understand. But causing other people to suffer for the sake of his own wishes is unacceptable. I must do whatever it takes to stop him. And now, we're gonna find out about Don Paolo. Yay! Because up until this point, Don Paolo's just been a annoying dingbat. He's not really done anything. He just sort of appeared and tried to attack us and failed miserably.
I still don't understand why Don Paolo's here. Can someone please explain that to me?
Okay.
Always with the questions. Won't you put a lid on it for a few minutes, you brat?
Oh, shut it, Paolo.
I most certainly will not.
Honestly, you two, would you please stop bickering? You're on the same side.
Of course.
And while I'm getting things off my chest, why the heck did I have to play the decoy who gets caught?
Come now, Paul. It wasn't that bad. Your role was certainly the more exciting one.
Professor, you still haven't explained what's going on.
I knew we'd be monitored from the moment we stepped foot inside the pagoda.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure we had at least one trick up our collective sleeve.
Right.
Don Paolo, master of deception and disguise, seemed like the perfect man to employ for the task.
Very true.
You two are friends? That's the first I've heard of this.
Ha! Don't get it confused, kid. I'm no friend of his.
It's really weird because they're both by the same person.
To the same questions. So we decided to work together. That's all.
Right. Of
When did
course,
this
Don
start?
Paolo.
Tell me, Luke, when we visited Dr. Schrader, did anything he said strike you as strange?
Yeah, something did strike me as strange.
No.
Yeah,
Not really.
struck me as strange, yes.
It was his greeting that made me suspicious.
Huh?
Remember?
Who's that? Oh, it's you, Herschel. And little Luke.
Little Luke.
Yeah, I remember. But what of it?
He didn't seem terribly surprised to see little Luke, did he?
Nope,
course.
not at all.
In the future, I'm not a kid anymore. But the doctor didn't even notice.
Uh-huh.
Precisely.
That means Dr. Schrader was...
Don Paolo in disguise.
Yes.
Yes. Of course.
So you knew he was a fake before he even said 4 sentences. Wow. You're good, Professor.
Of course he is. He's the professor.
That planted the seed of doubt, though I didn't confirm my suspicion until much later.
Did Don Paolo pose as anyone else?
Of course he did.
Yes, he did a bit of spying on us as Dean Del Mona when we met him last.
I still don't
From
get
the moment I
how he
laid eyes
did
on
this.
him, it was obvious we were dealing with an imposter.
Amazing. How did you know?
Like Dina Mona's a midget.
His white hair
And
gave it away.
Don Paolo's like huge.
White hair seems perfectly natural on a man his age.
Not if he wears a wig. He let me in on his secret some time ago. He's been bald for ages. Don Paolo mistakenly selected a white wig to show how much Dean Delmona had aged.
Wow. Nice work there, Professor.
Shortly after that, I confronted Don Paolo and had him tell me everything.
Right.
It seems Dimitri had been paying him quite handsomely to make sure we headed toward the pagoda.
Right.
I filled Don Paolo in on all the strange happenings we've witnessed here. And
Right.
then I requested his assistance in solving this mystery.
Well, that all makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah.
But the part I still don't get is why Don Paolo decided he wanted to help us. After all,
Very true.
this is the man who tried to run us over with a Ferris wheel.
I love that cutscene.
That's none of your business, brat.
Oh, it is our business. Thank you very much.
Call me a brat again and just see what happens.
Oh God,
It was
grows
Claire,
balls.
Luke. It all had to do with Claire.
The woman Dimitri was talking about.
Claire was my girlfriend back when I was just starting my academic career. She was a researcher who worked in the same laboratory as Dimitri.
Right.
Oh no! So she...
Yes. The last time I saw her, she was on her way to the lab the day of that massive explosion. The oddest thing is that the accident received very little media coverage. It's clear someone with a lot of influence was suppressing information about the incident.
Right.
I did everything I could to research the matter on my own. My efforts were largely fruitless.
I had no idea.
It's likely that Dimitri feels he is to blame for Claire's death. His obsession with
Right.
going back in time seems like a twisted version of atonement.
What a terribly sad story. But what does it have to do with Don Paolo?
Well, Luke, as it turns out, Dimitri and I weren't the only ones with strong feelings for Claire.
What? You mean...
What? Don't act so surprised. I have feelings too, you know.
Thanks for meeting me on such short notice, Herschel.
Oh,
I love this cutscene as well.
It's my pleasure.
Here, this is for you.
What is it?
A letter, of course. Read it at home.
Why don't you just tell me what it says? I'm right here, after all.
My, you're making this quite difficult. What I want to say is, well, in short, this.
I'm surprised they can't hear him screeching. I do think this is a really cleverly sort of done cutscene.
Layton! You! You will pay for this someday!
What was that?
Oh, poor Don Paolo. Bless his little cotton socks.
Layton has been my arch nemesis ever since that fateful day.
I see.
Yes, though it's worth mentioning that I had no inkling of Paul's crush until he told me himself. He was in the year above me at university.
Right.
Imagine my surprise when I learned that Don Paolo was none other than my old classmate, Paul.
Interesting.
I had no idea you'd been through so much. Sorry for being so mean to you, Paul.
This is really awkward.
Ugh. Spare me your sappy sympathy. And my name is Don Paolo. Address me as such, boy.
Anyway, you put on quite the performance, Don Paolo. With you
Yes.
distracting Dimitri, I had just enough time to do some sleuthing in the area.
Rightio.
So that's what you were doing while we were climbing the pagoda. Did you find anything?
Yes. This would be very helpful.
but I need to confirm a few facts before I can connect all the dots.
Right,
Then it
okay.
sounds like that should be our next move. Where to, Professor?
Oh, I'll let you ponder that for yourself.
Oh, you
But
tease.
first, we should head back to the hotel. Flora and the other Luke are waiting for us there.
Right, you. And that's the end of that chunk of plot exposition. The next one will be coming up in about a couple of parts. Chapter 10, Across the Thames. Because I think... Because after this bit, we've just got the finale. So yes, Paul's memories. It seems that Paul has been keeping my journal up to date in my absence, and my little personal investigation yielded some interesting results that are sure to prove useful for this case. Now, though, it's time to sort out through what I've learned. I owe Paul a real debt of gratitude for his assistance. To think that Dimitri's connected to that terrible event. Anyway, we've got Chapter 10, and after Chapter 10, we are in the final stretch, pretty much. And I think Chapter 10 ends... about part 34. We'll have to see. It ends sort of in that area, to that ballpark. Anyway. Here we have the final slippery skin puzzle. Woo! Banana puzzles! Oh, Slippery Trip. Slippery Trip 3. Hehe. Obviously, this one's the hardest of the three, but it's also pretty damn fun. So yeah, that's your path. You've got to get up to sort of there, and then you can just sort of walk, which is quite cool. All
This
done.
one's as good as solved.
Yay!
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Of course it can't. You're Layton's apprentice. They're the one of the fruits that keep right and pinning even after they're picked. Very true. And they start off green and turn yellow. Uh-huh. We're still not done with the bloomin' picture book. It's taking forever. But don't worry, this will be done soon. No, Don Paolo! Don't leave us, we were just getting to like each other. Oh, okay. We shall see you later, mate. Oh, of course it's fine. It's not like he's gonna try and kill us this time. Now, let's go do some more puzzles. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Oh god, more stuff. Researching past events. Dimitri is interested in the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research as well. There must be some larger conspiracy here. With Paul as my ally, I'm gaining a different perspective on this case. I'm beginning to find the answers that escaped me at the time. In any case, our first step now is to go and meet Flora and future Luke. That it is. So, I've just all took it out from all those cutscenes. Jeez! Ridiculous! Anyway. Puzzles ahoy! Mwahaha! Oh, find the thing. Brilliant. Haha.